It's crazy.
I was just telling Thomas, every single game, dude, we get into like we haven't dominated any team. We're always coming back from like 20 points.
Yep.
It's trash, bro.
Absolute trash, man.
Horrible. I don't even know
the Clippers without Kawhi and Paul George. Like, come on, man.
It doesn't make any sense.
None.
We're not valid.
Got a two, got a one, it's game. Yes! This one is crushed.
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm on BS and real, my rhymes convict and heal.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook. I'm joined today by two faithful Laker fans, I hope. Well, we got to talk to Victor. But it's Victor Salazar in here, our LeBron James insider, the most faithful fan of LeBron James. We got Thomas, TC. What up? How you been? This little bro in the house.
Good, just chilling.
Okay. You chilling, Thomas? You didn't watch the game though, huh? Right.
Nah, I couldn't log into your Spectrum.
Your account was dodging me. If my Spectrum's acting up, we can't watch the games.
Man.
Victor Salazar, how you been, bro? I haven't talked to you in a while, but since football season's over and we can put our full focus on basketball, I got to get back to my LeBron faithful. What's happening?
Oh, man, you know me. I'm good. I'm doing better than the Lakers, I'll tell you that. So,
Oh, that's how it is right now?
That's pretty much how it is.
He's ready to go.
Actually, most of my days are good until I watch Laker games. Then my nights just go bad after that. So, if I'm being real.
So you watched the whole game last night?
Yes.
It was looking promising after. I was like, okay, Dwight came to play, but then as usual, they start running up and down the floor and Dwight can't keep up. We go down by like 10 or whatever. And I stopped watching it. I stopped watching the game. And what else did you watch? So you watched the whole game. What happened? How do we go down and come back and all that? What?
Man, I don't know. I think it was like you said, like we just be playing in waves, right? So like we get all the way down, then we all the way back up, and then we take the lead, and then we just can't build off of it. Then we go cold, the other team gets hot. We start messing with the rotation. Like you said, Dwight was playing like a monster. Then all of a sudden he was off the court. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm watching the same game everybody else is, just wondering, like, how come we can't ever just sustain a lead or anything? Yeah, exactly. Like, we just can't do it. Like,
but it's got to be just the chemistry. Like, it's got to come back down. Because we've been injured all year. It sucks, but we've been injured all year. And our big three haven't played. We'll talk about the big three, the three stars. But
I'm disappointed.
But 10 games together, Like,
I'm disappointed. This is crazy. And are we gonna start Anthony Davis? I'm not messing with Anthony Davis.
Wait. Before we get into the Lakers,
get him out of there.
But wait, Thomas. Wait, before we get into the Lakers, I gotta ask y'all because some trades happened, but the most notable one was the Philly Nets trade. I gotta ask y'all's opinion. How do y'all feel that trade went? Who won that trade? Thomas, real quick.
I honestly think it was an even trade all across the board. I feel like we're going to find out in the playoffs. Philly has to meet Brooklyn right there. And then we're going to figure it out. Because I don't know. James Harden with Joel Embiid is like, that's almost like Shaq and Kobe.
That's what everyone keeps saying. But is it? We'll see. Can James Harden play like that? I looked at the stats from last game that they played last night, the first game. They both had double-doubles. James Harden had 27 with like 12 assists, and Joel had 30-something with like 12 rebounds, and they won the game. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. And then Brooklyn is super nice, though, because now they got Ben Simmons who could facilitate to Kyrie and Kevin Durant. They got a whole bunch of shooters. They got Andre Drummond for a big post presence to help LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin. So I think they did, I don't know. They top three teams, I think. They're pretty much even for right now. I got to see, because Kyrie not even playing. Is Kyrie going to play yet? They going to drop the mandate.
Ben Simmons ain't playing either.
Ben Simmons. He got to get right. So it just depends. Right now, I feel like Philly's up, though, because they just played and
they're probably
like it was good.
Victor, how you feel? Victor, how you feel? Who won the trade?
I think like Thomas was saying, it was pretty balanced and even. I think each team got what they want, but for me, I think the thing that swings it a little bit more my way for Brooklyn is the fact that Philly threw in Seth Curry and Andre Drummond. So, and on top of that, obviously they get Ben Simmons. So I feel like Brooklyn just got better, like on the bench, like quietly. Like, even though both of those names are still bigger names, I mean, Andre Drummond's still a big body in there, to play against. And Seth Curry, I mean, when he gets off, he's been getting off, so I feel like once Brooklyn gets everybody back up and running, I mean, we'll see. But for right now, obviously, Philly got what they wanted. They wanted someone to pair up with Embiid, and saw last night it worked out. So, I think both teams are happy, but I just feel like when you get into the playoffs, you need that 7th, 8th, 9th guy, and right now for Brooklyn, I'm looking, it's like they just got deeper. So
I like what you said. I think both teams are happy because like you said, at least Philly got a player that's playing and is happy to be there, and he could fill up the stat. He could shoot free throws in crucial moments, take some of the burden off Embiid. And then like we were talking about, the Nets got depth. They got better they got a full starting lineup worth of players, almost. So we like that. We like that. It's pretty even trade, but time will tell who really won the trade. Let's move on to the Lakers. Let's move on to the Lakers, guys. We're going to start with the stars. We're going to talk about these stars, dude. Let's go with LeBron James first. Victor, I'm going to let you get first on LeBron James' season so far. You was talking about earlier in a conversation this week, we just got to go back to Cleveland, dog. Forget
I'm packing it up. I gotta go back home.
To the young talent.
Yeah, that's it.
But Victor,
Cleveland looking good.
You have to let us know how you feel LeBron James' season has gone so far.
I mean, LeBron's doing what he does. Like statistically, one of his better seasons out of the 19 he's been playing. Statistically, still one of like the top 5 players in the league. But none of that is translating to the win column. But at the same time, I'm not going to say that that's all on him. I mean, you're looking at a dude who's been playing for 19 years, and everybody's like, dude, you need to carry us. It's like, this man is old. Like, he can't be, chase down, block every single play, like, scoring 40, 50 a night. So like statistically, individually, like his season is everything it needs to be. But, it's just not going to translate to the win column, and all that has to come down to chemistry and other guys just doing their job. I mean, he sets guys up for wide open jumpers. Yeah, like if you can't put the ball in the hoop, like how's he supposed to help you do that? But I mean, by himself, when you look at the numbers, like, I mean, what more do people want him to do? That's why I always like when I see people saying like, oh, he's not carrying the team, I'm like, what more can this man do?
That's the thing. People can say, okay, defensively, if they're gonna play small ball, LeBron's got to play better defense at the 5, but it's like, bro, what do you? Like you said, he's like about to be 36. He's up there. He's getting up there in age.
Yeah.
You can't be out there playing defense and running the whole offense, playing point guard.
Not in year 19, man. Not in year 19.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard.
Crazy.
That's a big ask. It was better a couple years ago when you had JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard at a younger age. Dwight Howard 2 years ago was a different player, I feel like. So he had those big dudes to help in the interior. Right now, when Anthony Davis goes down, it's him and Melo.
Yeah,
man, that's the woo.
Thomas, how do you feel about how LeBron James' season has gone so far?
LeBron's doing what he's supposed to do. Like he's old. He's averaging the most points he's ever averaged. So it's like he's straight. I feel like it's all on Anthony Davis.
Wait, you haven't got to Thomas. We know you hate Anthony
I gotta get to him.
Thomas, we know you hate Anthony.
It don't make no sense.
Okay,
no,
so
I don't hate Anthony Davis.
We'll go right to Anthony Davis because I was gonna go Westbrook next, but let's talk Thomas. So I think we can all agree that it's been a letdown year for him this year because he's pretty much been injured the whole year, and when he seems like he's getting his rhythm, he goes down again. Oh my gosh, it's been like his whole career. Thomas, how do you feel about Anthony Davis's season so far?
Since the bubble, he's been on a decline. It's just been downhill. It's ridiculous. It don't make no sense. We got him because he's supposed to be the number 1 option offensively and defensively. He's supposed to be putting in all the work, not LeBron James. And I don't know. He's just always injured. He's Mr. Glass. He can't even.
But Thomas, you can say though when he's out there, you see he is a top 5.
I see the difference
because you see the defense the offense is hard because he hasn't been in long enough to get the rhythm, I feel like. So the offense probably isn't going to get there this season. But you could tell big time when he's in there defensively.
Yes, and his injuries are affecting him. I can see when he's out on the court, like he's not trying to be physical. He's not trying to do what he has to do as a center should be doing. And I know he doesn't want to play center, but he's the biggest dude. Like, what are we supposed to do? He's the most talented big man we have that can do that.
And he
needs to be in shape. He has to be in shape. Like, he has LeBron James on his team who's in great shape. Somebody else said, and they have Dwight Howard who's in super shape too. There's no reason why he should be that fragile. Like,
no, they're injuries though, bro. He's like tearing stuff. Like, can you say maybe because he's so athletic and he's out there jumping around, making all these plays with big dudes, maybe it's just too much?
Maybe that's it.
Going in there in the key. Because he does some crazy athletic stuff.
Yeah, but if that's what it is though, and if he's no longer able to stay on the court, we need to trade him. I agree. Let's get him out of here. Let's bring in some young people that can actually play. God.
Victor. Okay, we clearly hear my little bro. He hates Anthony Davis. He wants him out of here. How do you feel about Anthony Davis this season so far?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, the season's kind of a bust for him. I mean, the injuries, and not all of the injuries are his fault. Like some things, I mean, when a dude falls into your knee, like, what can you do? I understand things like that. But when you look at the beginning of the season, when he was healthy, he still wasn't playing big enough for me. That's my thing. It's like, I understand that the offense has to get rolling. They have to figure out rhythm and stuff. But like individually, when we give it to him on the block, like he just wasn't dominating. Like Thomas said, like, he was just trying to
doing jumpers.
Yeah, like
jumpers.
Yeah, like he didn't want to get in there and like bang with dudes and stuff. And that's just like, that's what we need, because that changes the whole offensive flow when he's down there, punishing dudes. But when he's there and he's like settling for 20-foot jumpers and stuff, like ain't no team worried about that, So for me, like, I just feel like I was looking for, after the bubble, for him to ascend and for LeBron to, descend and kind of kick back. And it's like that ascension just kind of maxed at the bubble. And this is where we're at, like we're still looking at LeBron to be number one. And like when AD's like literally in his prime, it's like he's just not stepping up for me right now. So
I think it's a mental thing, because he's always wanted a guy playing next to him. Like, oh, I need DeMarcus Cousins. I don't want to play the center. I want to play the four.
Yeah.
This is on playing the four. And you see why now. He doesn't really have what it takes night in and night out to bang in there really and get those bumps and bruises. He needs like a big dude next to him, which sucks, because now in the league today, it's like he has to play five. Everyone's playing small ball. He's a five out there now. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating for me. I think it's been a terrible season. We looked on him. We needed him to be the five, and he failed. He can't do it for a whole season. He can't do it for a month.
Yeah, really.
He can't do it for a month.
Yeah.
He can't hold it down. He's not, but it's like, he can do it though, because when he's out there, he does it.
But do you?
He's out there, he's doing it.
Like, but
I mean, if we can't ride out the last 2 years of LeBron James being on the team with this, we can't. If we're trying to win a championship, if not, we might as well rebuild.
Oh my
God! Picks. We don't got draft picks. We don't got nothing.
Sorry, as long as we get Bronny, we'll be all right. We get Bronny and LeBron.
We got to draft Bronny.
About Bronny, guys. About Bronny though, is Bronny really good enough to make the league? Me and Thomas have talked about this. I haven't seen highlights that show that or even stats that show that he's like a top prospect. And
I think he has good upside. I've seen like, some little training clips with him and his dad. And I think he does move like LeBron, but I mean, the game's a different monster. Like when you're actually on the court, I mean, you got to, go out there and do it. Like the namesake ain't going to just put it there for you. Like, because like LeBron, D Wade's son is like, like in the G League or whatever. And it's like, and he thinks he still has it, and it's probably not going to happen just because you D Wade's son, So it's like, at the end of the day, you're going to have to play ball. So.
And it's a lot of hype. And I've always heard the hype. I always see him in layup lines, but I tell Thomas, I'm like, dog, where is in-game highlight? Like, I think I've seen one in-game highlight that was pretty dope. And they showed it all over ESPN. He like split the two defenders and did the finger roll. That's like the only highlight I've seen of Bronny. So is he going to make the league? I don't know that.
Well, wherever he goes, they're going to have a big market because LeBron James is going there.
So LeBron's out of here. LeBron's out of here after he's not extending.
He's just up to start.
I gotta take him back.
if Anthony Davis is doing this, then yes, it's not. He's leaving.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was going to ask Thomas real quick. So Anthony Davis, if you could trade for one player, like it has to be, like if you could trade Anthony Davis straight up for one player in the league right now, that makes sense. He's at a disgruntled spot. Like
one player.
Yeah. Who you could get two? Because we could get two sorry players or just get a good other max player. Who?
Honestly, I don't even know who would do like defensively what he does. And offensively. So that's a hard let go. But if we give him up, we got to get some talent, young talent that could actually run and be on the court, you know? Somebody. I really want Jason Tatum, but we're not going to trade with the Celtics.
We're not going to trade with the Celtics, no. Victor,
we're not trading with the Celtics.
Who would you trade for Anthony Davis? Like, who's a good player to get back? It's hard because there's no big men, really.
I want Giannis.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about stuff that makes sense. Like
I want Giannis.
You can't get that done. Victor, who do you want?
I mean, yeah, I was thinking like Thomas too. I was like when you look at the numbers, like realistically, when Anthony Davis plays at his full potential, like the only other player that should meet his criteria would be someone like Giannis. But obviously we wouldn't get that. But
that's what I'm saying.
When I look at the teams that are beating us, I'm like, man, I'll settle for like 3 dudes that go out there and play hard at this point.
Yeah.
Like you look at the teams that are killing us, like it's dudes is like you don't even know that dude's name and he's dropping 20 on us because he's just out there playing.
Having his best night of his career against the
Give me DeRozan and Caruso.
DeRozan and nice.
DeRozan and Caruso. Give me them.
Yo, there was a point in time last free agency where we were talking about having DeMar DeRozan before we got Westbrook. That would have been so great. I would take DeMar DeRozan in a heart with Anthony Davis and LeBron.
Yeah.
Those are killing it right now.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Man, it's in the past.
Okay, so that leads us. That's a perfect segue. The next star, the third star on the team, Russell Westbrook, guys. Some would say it's been a disappointing season, but looking back and pulling back, I'm like, well, this is kind of what Russ does, and you couldn't expect it to be better with a team that doesn't really shoot threes. Like our specialty is going to the rim. Everyone knows what the Lakers are going to do. Victor, how has Russell Westbrook's season been since he's joined the Lakers?
I mean, he's on the court every single night, so I'll give him that he's durable.
Yeah, you feel me? He's ready to go.
That's about all he has going for him. His flow, like at first it was like, all right, maybe the Lakers need to catch up because he plays at a different pace. But now I look at it like kind of like you were saying, Tony, like he's turnover prone, and it's like we kind of knew that, and it's like, but now when you watch it every night, you realize like how bad that really kills us. Like every night,
bad, dude.
Forcing the ball, like the jumpers he takes. It's like I don't know, man. I had higher expectations for it, and it just not materializing to anywhere near what I thought it was going to be. So,
let me ask you this, Victor: is his season more disappointing than Anthony Davis's? Anthony Davis's with injury and everything. Is Westbrook's season, because I think it's been tougher for me to watch that every game, like you said, night in and night out. He's been there. I mean, he's been on the floor.
That's all. Yeah, like that's tough. Like I got a dude who can't stay on the floor that's killing us because he's not on the floor. I got a dude who's on the floor and killing us because he's on the floor. Like,
I would love a scenario where he had to sit for I don't want to say injury, but let him get suspended for 5 games just to see what the other players do. Win that.
I'm rocking with Russell. I'm rocking with
Thomas.
Listen.
Really doing this?
We knew from the jump what it was. His game style has never changed.
That's terrible.
With him, we traded for him
at the beginning of the season. We wanted to see. Oh, maybe he'll change with LeBron. Nah.
Back because Anthony Davis is not there. He has nobody to attack the rim, open up. It's just awkward. It's awkward. We have LeBron James who needs the ball. We have Russell Westbrook who needs the ball. Neither of them can shoot really, really good. LeBron James can shoot better. LeBron James, but they're not like great shooters though. And then it's like we don't got no other shooters besides like Austin Reeves and Malik Monk. And it's like it's like okay. What it's
Yo,
cool,
Austin Reeves started last night. Austin Reeves started last night, guys. That's how you know. Like our team, I'm not saying Austin Reeves is good. I like him. I think we should keep him and develop him. But if he's starting, it's like the other team is like, oh, switch. Oh, you know what I mean? Do a screen and switch. Like we got to get this on a switch so I can take advantage of this mismatch. It's not good that he's
our 5th best player on the team, dude. It's not good.
I mean, we're reaching if he's starting. We're reaching.
That's all I'm saying. He's a role player that should be coming off the bench, helping out, making wide open threes. They have him out there trying to facilitate. I don't know, bro.
And you gotta look, Russell Westbrook. He has to pass the ball to people and stuff. Like, he has no option besides to shoot. Like, that's his only option he has on the court, and that's just everybody is just like, let him shoot. So it's like,
it's been trapped. So how can you say? So Thomas, how are you rocking with that? Like, I don't understand. How do you rock with that?
No, it's because he's at least on the court out there.
Oh my God,
he's out there. You feel me? I don't even like. What else are we supposed to do? We need somebody out there.
He'd be out there killing us sometimes, though. That's the thing.
Like, literally, when we get down by 10 points, some of the time it's because he had 2 careless turnovers. Yep. He comes back and tries to make it up and post his guy up and gets his shot blocked, and they go and make another. You know what I mean? That's like every game.
His production, his little 15, 18. That's what I expected out of him.
But with less usage, I don't know. But
yeah, it's not efficient. It's not.
But look, he has that much usage though because Anthony Davis is not on the court.
Yeah. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I get it. I get it.
Anthony Davis is not on the court. Who else is gonna shoot? Who else do you want to shoot the ball? The only other person is LeBron James and like Carmelo Anthony.
No, get that. But that's what I was trying to say. Without Russell Westbrook, I feel like THT might have developed better this year, and he might just be better. Because defensively he might be able to help out better. He's younger. He doesn't.
THT's in his 3rd season. I don't even have that much hope for THT no more. Honestly, I don't even see the buzz. He wasn't even that. He's saucy. He has like little glimpses of sauciness, but
he could fit in there as a role player and just maybe play better defense than Russ. Russ can't play defense.
He shoots a lot. THT shoots a lot, and it doesn't look better than Russ's. It doesn't. When THT shoots, it doesn't look better than Russ's.
Or like have a Malik Monk in there more. You know, like
Monk is the only person that looks better shooting than it. It's like LeBron, Malik Monk, and then it's Russell Westbrook. That's like.
What do you mean? No, Russell Westbrook does not look good shooting. I say no. The crowd says no when he shoots threes, bro.
But that's how bad it is. We don't have Carmelo Anthony's been injured. Kendrick Nunn is not even on the roster. Like
that hurts too. Not having him for the whole season. He was supposed to be probably someone we relied on scoring.
Oh, for sure.
He averaged like 20 points with the Heat, or like 18. So it's like this is crazy. Know.
So you would say, Thomas, Anthony Davis has had the worst disappointment this year over Westbrook.
Yeah, because Russell Westbrook is older too. Like, I'm expecting more from Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Like he won the championship. Russell Westbrook hasn't won the championship. It's never worked. Like, this was like his last hope. And we're like, I don't know.
But okay,
where it goes.
So the 3 stars, out of all the 3 stars, LeBron is the only one that's kind of delivered this. He has delivered. LeBron James, he looked amazing. He's like 3rd in the league in scoring.
Yeah.
He had his injury, but he got right back to it. You know, no hiccups. Anthony Davis been in and out the lineup. Westbrook's been there the whole time, and it's just been trash. I'm sorry. I can't even. I try to rock with it, and I'll be like, he's gonna get better once they mesh. There's no meshing. The team's not gonna mesh with that. It's not.
We still got the second half of the season.
We have 20 games left. We have 20 games left.
Usually it's better at the end of the season. We got to ride this one out. We got to. Hopefully we make A seed and then win the championship somehow. Do some.
But see, the problem with A seed is Clippers are in 8th, and they beat us 3. They win the tiebreaker. They're killing us.
We're like 5 games behind now. 3, 4 games.
So like we needed that game last night. And we couldn't deliver. But okay, we done talking about stars. Playing, right. I'm over it. Like next year,
That's all we got.
We're gonna make a trade. Westbrook's out of here probably. But we done talking about the stars. I want to ask you guys, final question, final topic. Out of all the role players that have played, is there any bright spots on this roster? Like, is there any player that you've watched all season to this point said, okay, I want him back next year. I want him back. Or is there a couple players? Victor, I'm gonna let you start.
Yeah, so I was thinking, last night it was Austin Reeves. They finally gave him the starting stuff, because what I'm realizing when you watch the Lakers play, it's like they seem to put the roster out there with just the big names and stuff, thinking that, I don't know, the other teams are gonna like ooh and ah the fact that they're playing against Dwight Howard or Carmelo. Exactly. Like we're getting torched by younger teams, younger guys and stuff. It's like, I mean, like realistically right now, I'm like, give me a starting lineup with like Austin Reeves, Stanley Johnson, Avery Bradley, like dudes who just want to go out there and compete. Like, don't give me the five dudes that like have Hall of Fame careers right now on our roster, because they get in there and sometimes don't even do anything. So I'm like, when I look at the Lakers, I'm like, I want to see like how much more does Austin Reeves develop? How much more can we develop Stanley Johnson? Because those type of players are the other team's type of players that are just killing us every night. You know,
exactly. Like, we need more of those guys. Exactly. Yeah.
So that's what I'm rocking with right now.
It just sucks because we traded all of our guys that we were like that. They all got traded away. But the guys that we do have, like Austin Reeves, I didn't mean to crap on him earlier. He's actually a really good player. Yeah. I just think it's crazy that like you said, all those big names we got. What is Ariza gonna do this year? What's Melo? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da. I was talking about Wayne Ellington. Oh my gosh. None of these.
That was the week of Tony.
That was a bad take. Bad take. Malik Monk is definitely better than Wayne Ellington.
Tony. Did it what I say, Tony? Tony.
I'm sorry. Y'all win on that. You guys win. I was wrong. At the beginning of the season, I was like, Wayne Ellington's going to start. He's a good role player.
It's never. Dog. Wayne Ellington is old, too. Like, I don't even understand.
But Malik Monk, honestly, out of all the guys, I feel like Malik Monk has surprised me the most. Because I was kind of down on him. I was like, why didn't he do nothing in over there with LaMelo and all of them? He came over here and he's shining. We might have too many guards. Like the fit's weird because we play with like 3-4 guards on the floor at a time.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it.
I like him. I would like to bring Malik Monk back, and because he can score. Like he's kind of streaky. He's got that.
He can get his own bucket too, though.
He kind of got that J.R. Smith thing. He's kind of like J.R.
Smith. He's got to find that consistency, because that's the thing. Like he'll win games for us and drop 35, but then you watch the next night, he's like dropping 6. I'm like,
exactly. Like you can't. Like last night, for instance, he kind of didn't show up. He didn't show up.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why we can't live like that. We need consistency. You know.
Yeah.
But I like.
We just don't have a consistent roster at all.
No,
our rotation is trash too. I mean, I never know what
that's the thing. That's a problem. Vogel, you cannot.
Vogel is so sporadic with everything he does. It doesn't make. I'm so lost.
At first, I was trying to blame it on the injuries, but even you just have to find 5. Okay, who are my 5 healthiest guys? They're gonna start every game.
Yeah,
like because he switches every game. The starting lineup switches every single game.
Every game.
I don't know if I'm over Vogel. But right now, his style seems to not be working with the way the league, because he's getting out coached every game. Even if we have a 20-point lead, teams are coming back on us.
Yep,
it's crazy.
Crazy.
Thomas, who out of all the role players, all the other players, who is your favorite role player this year? Who stuck out to you?
It's Malik Monk. I'm rocking with Stanley Johnson too, because he just came in and
I like him too.
Put in some work. Like he just hustles. He brings what we need pretty much. But
and he's athletic. He's an athletic. We don't got that. We need more of those. Yeah.
I don't really like small ball. I like how Dwight Howard got playing time last night, because he could really get a double-double every game. I don't see why he doesn't play more. Austin Reeves, he's nice. He hits the big shots. He hustles.
He's all around good. He's all around.
Yeah.
Good.
He's like an Alex Caruso type, but like a bigger guard.
He's like better offense. He's like an offensive version of Alex Caruso, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he does everything right on offense. You know, he knows what he's doing. He can hit the shot.
But he still plays defense too.
He's cool, on defense.
He's just a little bit more talented.
Other teams try to expose him, but they realize, oh, he's all right. Okay, just keep.
No, he's a player.
Just keep going at him. He's all right. You know. But at first they're like, oh, let's run the screen.
Run it.
I want Austin Reeves. Well,
yeah, they trying to run him out of there, but he's holding his own. So I like a few people, but
I asked Thomas which one he liked. He named all the players on the entire roster. He said, I like Dwight Howard too. You know, and Jordan, DeAndre Jordan.
I didn't say DeAndre Jordan. Kent Bazemore, all them could go. They could all just go. I'm not even. We could trade. I want to trade. I want to make a package to where we get somebody.
We got to let these contracts play out.
Over.
And this season.
So we got to rock with it.
Yeah, this season we got to rock with this season.
Look, we're gonna get in, play in tournament, and we're gonna make it to the conference
finals. The world.
Yeah, we're gonna That's the only thing LeBron James hasn't done yet. He's always been like at the top, but he's never been like
that's the thing about the
betting ranks. He's always the underdog though, but he always is the team the favorite to make it to the championship. This year he's not, so he's gonna do it.
But LeBron in the play-ins is gonna be must-watch TV. Like it's gonna be
must-watch. Yep.
Like I think that's where we're headed, and LeBron will still show out there. I just don't want to see the Suns. It'll be a quick series.
Yeah.
It'll be a quick series. But let's hope better things happen in the future for the Lakers. Fellas, thank you for sitting in with me. I know we're still gonna sit and watch all these Laker games, even though it's painful. Victor, is there anything you gotta say to the fans before we get out of here?
I mean, like you said, we're gonna watch the game all the way through the end. I mean, it might not be pretty. We're probably gonna end up like almost 10 games under 500, but you know, like at the end of the night, that's still how I'm ending my nights at 7 o'clock, 7:30. You know, I'm gonna be watching the Lakers, watching LeBron, just hoping for the best, man. So,
yes, sir. Thomas, what you got for the fans before we get out of here?
I mean, until I see otherwise, well, I mean, I see it right now. We're not gonna make the playoffs, but if we do make the playoffs. We're going to sneak and we're going to hit the conference finals. We might even sneak a championship. LeBron James, and then he's going to retire in the league.
I just said all this to say we making a conference final. All right, we got you. Faithful fans, thank you for joining us. Until next time. Dun, 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 dun.
Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lines a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know believe when I drop. Call for it, can't link up in the please don't spit. Auto like free throws by Ito. Circle loose, stroke magic. Rhymes over all y'all like Dirk for two. Rookie in the game, insane, coming